weeks now. It's been chilling out here by the International in our F600, but it started right up.
I was saying how much of this was still usable.
So while Marcus is cutting out the rusted floor, we've got Caleb putting in the voltage regulator, you said? Installing.
Yeah, we're putting a voltage regulator in there. Get the alternator charging, and then we're going to install a fan controller and an electric cooling fan.
So we got those two guys working on the car. We're gonna go check out and see what Daniel's doing. So while those two guys are working on the car itself, what are you doing out here?
I am sawing this lip out of this crusty Thunderbird so we can weld it into the Galaxie in sections to replace the trunk seal lip. Because ours is completely rusted out and this one only has like some rust. So it's better.
So before you guys are like, why are you running classic? This is a parts car. We've already used the motor and transmission. We've already used the motor and transmission, and the roof is trash on this. So. So there's the roof.
I'm gonna need some of that wall.
And there's the interior, about the only good pieces that are left. I mean, you could put this car back together, but it's gonna take a lot of time and money. Well, that looks a bunch better.
Don't look near as bad, does it?
No. What does this do? This gives us an electric fan?
Yes, this is going to control the electric fan when it turns on.
It's gonna flash like you're shining at the floor.
Ever heard of watching paint dry? I've got one better for you. Watching rust dry. It's been raining and we're trying to dry the rust so we can make Sharpie lines on it to make a template. And so here we are.
So that was taking too long, so we're gonna try the alternate method to get some heat in it. We're just gonna pour some gas on it and light her up. There. Light it. It should light good. It's pretty. We didn't use enough gas. It worked, we just didn't use enough gas. But it's warm, it's not hot. You touch it.
Moment of truth. Does it fit? Look, the rust matches. Look at that fitment.
We were having trouble getting the alternator to actually charge the vehicle. We figured out a big part of the issue was lack of foresight on the fact this car had a generator in it originally, and we swapped it to an alternator whenever we put the new engine in, and did not change the voltage regulator over to an alternator style regulator that has 4 pins. So we tried wiring, piggybacking off of the old wiring. It just turned out to be a nightmare. So I've rebuilt all of this to wire back up over here on this fender well, make it nice and simple and easy to service. And we're gonna give that a shot and see if it doesn't make the battery charge.
This is the piece that I got earlier. We've got it fitted in there. Daniel's still working on welding it in, doing the final fitments. I've got to cut a piece for that section and this section right here. And then we've got to do the trunk can lip because it's pretty bad. But it's coming together. Daniel is working on the door panel. He's showing us this nifty tool he bought.
Yeah, it pops the little clips out. Best $1 thing I ever bought at the swap meet.
And then from there you can remove the door panel.
But you still gotta take out the screws out. Okay, need a bigger screwdriver for those.
What was the purpose of taking the door panel off?
To fix the window regulator. The windows fell down and won't roll up. And this outside door handle don't work.
We've got some more patch panels in. Shaping up to be quite nicely. Got Marcus over there working on it. And then Daniel's working on it as well. I cut these 2 templates out with a plasma cutter.
Gluing it. Do what?
He said gluing it.
missed it. Not blue. Maybe I need to see what I'm doing.
So we were gonna clear this car, but we kind of ran out of time. So we're gonna put some boiled linseed oil on it. I ain't never used this before, but we're gonna give her a shot.
It's the old man trick of the day, supposedly, because all the old men are always like, put some boiled linseed oil on there.
We like clear. I've always liked clear. But I'm kind of concerned that this black car, as per Marcus's request, might be too shiny with clear.
Why? What?
No lights. No camera,
So-
no action.
Marcus is working
Let
on
me
the
take it
lights.
back.
But we did
Pull it
wash
in.
the car. As you can tell, it looks
You got it.
a whole lot better. And
Hey, turn the
actually,
key switch on.
shaped
I don't
up
reckon
pretty
it's
well.
gonna be on, but
Daniel has got
that dimmer switch don't move.
the trunk pan welded in. He's still got to paint it. It's not perfect, but it's there. It's better than it was.
Oh my goodness, what are you doing? I hope it don't do nothing tragic.
You surely should like wipe it up.
Your makes the chrome shiny, good lord.
Oh wow. Look at those instantaneous results.
Alright, give me a test light. There's other few places in here.
Test light.
And today is Monday, 10:30. We leave Thursday for Rod Run, taking this car. So this is the Mad Rush.
And we over here trying to go buy another one that's in worse shape than this one to flip it right.
Yeah, but if we could have 3 days of goofing off trying to fix another one, I mean, that's a pretty good situation.
There you go.
I love the way that does in the chrome. That's really impressive.
If nothing else, we're gonna start using this on chrome.
Today is Tuesday. We leave Thursday for Rod Run. The goal is to clean the interior, try to make it look as best as possible, clean the glass, clean the door panels. I've already vacuumed the car. Basically just make it look a lot nicer on the inside. Daniel's working on the brakes today. We are working on seam sealing the trunk area so we can put the trunk lid back on. Hopefully it should be running and driving and stopping today. That's the goal, as well as the interior cleaned. So here we go. I did forget to mention that we did linseed oil the whole car. It made it much shinier. We may have to apply another coat, but it's pretty incredible the difference that made. We were going to clear the car, but we decided that the paint was in fairly decent shape, so we decided to try the linseed stuff. Oh, we're also supposed to be getting the gas tank in today, so that can be installed as well. I wanted to do a quick showing of the interior before we go to town cleaning it. Marcus did clean that door panel yesterday. You can tell how that linseed oil really made that shine. These door panels are off. Daniel was working on getting the windows working up and down correctly. And there's the patch that Marcus did as well last night on the dash. But it should bring it back to life once I finish applying it all everywhere. So here's the switches.
This one's a little stuck. This one works. So we're gonna throw that in there and that should fix our headlight issue. Goodbye.
It's Tuesday night and Daniel is currently working on installing a dimmer switch. We did get all of our lights to work.
With the exception of the headlights because of the dimmer switch.
Yeah. So that'll be taken care of. I'll show you the interior after linseed oiling it. It really brought out that red. So that's all shaping up to be quite nice. We'll go to the back. Yeah, it is much, much better. That linseed oil really brought out the color. I did it on the inside of the doors as well. Not sure if you can tell with this light, but I did go through and clean the glass, but I also had to scrape it because I had some haziness going on, and I have got rid of most of that. So that's pretty exciting. That back window is super clear now, as is the door windows. There is some, but it's way, way better than it was. Here's this side. We are almost ready to put the trunk back on there. Here's a good kind of before and after as well. Oh, we've got tail lights. Let me see those. Yeah, let me go walk around and grab those. But there's the tail lights. These are such cool lights. I love the like round styling of these. Let's go find the headlights. See what they look like. Yep, we've got all four. Yep. So that's good. So the to-do list that we still have, gotta find a breather, mechanical fan, we've got to register the car, got the lights working. He's still working on the brake system, exhaust, install the fuel tank, trans vacuum line, trans cooler, and put on the door panels. So we have crossed some things off though. Take a quick peek at the undercarriage.
Yeah, the underside of this car is actually really solid. The floor pans are good. The trunk pan was the only part of the car that really had rust on its front bumper. I don't know why just the front bumper and the trunk pan was problematic, but if all the stuff under the car, the frame's all solid. The floor pans look really good. You can see the floors here and on back here. Everything's here. It's all solid as can be. So it's actually better than anticipated. So come on back, the floor pan. There's a small piece of rust here, but nothing to really speak of. It's all very solid. So, this brake line was questionable. It looks really rusty, so I'm gonna remake it. It's broke at the other end anyway, so instead of trying to flare it and piece it, I'm just gonna replace it. So that's the underside. The trunk has a floor now. It's not pretty, but it has something. It's better than nothing as it had. Obviously, if somebody was going to restore this car, they would want to do that different, but that's not us. We're building a hot rod, so we're going to put a new gas tank in it and get rid of the boat tank. We do have new brake lines on the rear end that was done a while back, and I have all three of the rubber hoses. We're going to change all those, so the brakes will be pretty much new front to back.
New tires.
Yeah, the tires are new. The backing plates and everything are rusty, but we did rebuild all 4 wheel cylinders back a year and a half ago when we got the car. So all the brake stuff should be good, and we're putting a booster on it and swapping it to dual reserve, so we'll have much nicer brakes.
Also much safer.
Yes. Yeah, I need to make all this go away.
It's Wednesday, 9:07 p.m. Still working on the car. We leave tomorrow morning, so this is the final countdown crunch.
Long day, long night.
The guys are working on bleeding the brakes. This is the dual reserve master cylinder.
A little slower.
Huh?
Slower.
Pump it slow?
Yeah.
Hold it?
No, keep pumping it. Soldering this back together where it is no longer soldered.
And the reason for doing this is because we can't get another one.
Yeah, well, the new sending unit for this is unobtainable, so. Did it flow through the hole? Don't it supposed to flow through? There it is, I see it. Okay.
It's going up here now.
Well, it went through the hole. Alright, so we got our brake booster installed. We got the dual reserve master cylinder installed and plumbed. We got all the brakes working real good. It's got a booster on it now, so it's got power brakes. It's fantastic. We're putting a new gas tank in it. We're not able to get a new... Marcus. We were not able to get a new sending unit, so we had to solder the old one back together. It's not going to have a gas gauge, but at least it will have a new tank and not a boat tank in the trunk. We got our new trunk rubber seal installed. So we're going to put the trunk lid back on. We're going to do some kind of exhaust and finish installing that gas tank, and we're done. She's going to Tennessee.
It is 10:40.
Bedtime.